Hey guys, it's me, Marty. Thanksgiving has now passed by the time I'm posting this. Really excited about the holidays this year, guys. I skipped the last 2 years because I was just too busy. I was too sick, whatever the case was. I skipped the last 2 years. So this year I did it real big. I'm also currently working on the downstairs area, which is like the big Christmas area. And that video is going to be coming soon as well, so that if you can get tips and tricks on how to decorate for the lowest price. But anyway, that's tough for another time, because today we have Morphe brushes. So this is a big set of brushes. I got all of these brushes. I want to say it was like 12 in total. And they came in this bag, and I'm going to let you know how much it costs and what the deal was. All of that stuff. We're going to go over packaging, which this is beautiful. This little bag that all the brushes came in is gorgeous. The price point is extremely low. I used each and every one of these brushes to do my look today. Yeah, this is going to be, part of it is from the Jaclyn Hill Master Collection. And then I have 2 extra brushes that I just grabbed at Ulta just kind of randomly. But yeah, so if you want to see what I think about each and every one of these brushes, how I use them to get this look, and what the prices are, you can just keep on watching. Welcome to Christmas with Marty. All right, guys, so I have y'all zoomed in because we're going to start on the eyes now. I have my face is primed, moisturized. My eyes are primed. I don't have any foundation or anything on. Eyebrows are done and carved out. All that stuff is good to go. So legit, does that not all look like the same exact brush? So these are the JH35, the JH33, and the JH50. So, I mean, to me, they all really look the same. I think we'll do this one because these two look like they could also be used for your face, not just your eyes. So the JH50 is called the Slightly Shady brush, and the Slightly Shady brush, that's kind of funny. And it retails for $7, but it is currently on sale at Morphe for $3. So, and of course, all of these brushes and links to them will be in the corresponding blog post link below. Yeah, $7 isn't bad for a brush this pretty, though. Like, this brush is really nice. So to get a brush like this for $3, just like the aesthetic of it, which is good because it actually matches my Christmas tree. So these little individual bags, which I'm not gonna, y'all know me already, I'm not throwing these away. I'm going to use these to travel. I think they are so nice. These are resealable. They're really nice. Let me take this out. This is going to look so beautiful in the Chanel cups. I want to talk about the packaging first. I really like that even though these all came in the makeup bag, they each had their own individual bag. So this is the bag that each set came in. Beautiful, matches my tree. I'm going to leave this bag out. I mean, they got her aesthetic really well. And say what you will about Jaclyn Hill, like, I love her aesthetic. Like, so it has Morphe on the little thing too, which is like, I love those little details, and it's reflective. The brushes are the same thing. They are they seem really well made. They're beautiful. The packaging, again, it has that same like reflective silver that everything has in her collection. And I think that's really cool. Then the brush itself. So this brush, and they all kind of look the same. They have Morphe by Jaclyn Hill on the side. On the silver, on the top, they have JH. I don't know if you guys can see that. This iPhone 12 is not playing. You can see it. That's awesome. Bristles feel good. I hate using brushes because I don't like to dirty them, but I have no choice. Like, that's kind of the point. I'm going to use an oldie but a goodie. I think this is the Mocha Bronze palette from Morphe. You can see how old it is. They've changed it and since switched to the round pans, but it would really bum me out if it didn't work well because it's so aesthetically pretty. So I'm going to use this kind of reddish color as a transition shade. It picks up well on the brush. I decided to use a Morphe palette to do this with just because they are Morphe brushes, and I always figure if I have a brush from a certain brand, it's probably designed to go with their brand the best. So I always use those. Okay, this one is not giving me as much give as I wanted, but I can blend it out because they have so many buffer brushes. But it picked up a good amount. It's stiffer than what I was looking for, but it applied it well. It just wasn't what I was expecting, but it's a good brush. Okay, so for the next brush, I want to try to buff out this transition shade a little tiny bit. So I'm going to use the JH37, which is the buffer blender brush. So I can't get that brush out of the plastic package, but that's okay. Here we go. It retails for $6 and it was on sale for $3. Is that right? And this brush, just like the last one, I think it's really, really pretty for even the original price of $6. Like it's a really good brush for that. And I love that the Jaclyn Hill collections are all white and silver, selfishly, because they go with my room. They go with my glam room. So oh, this brush is nice. Okay, yeah, I think this is going to do what I need to do. Again, same thing. They put the number on the bottom. I again wish, and I say this in most of my makeup brush review videos, I really wish that they would attach, like put the name of the brush somewhere on it. Like instead of doing the whole Morphe times Jaclyn Hill on each and every brush, maybe they could have done that instead of just putting the number, because most people don't want to go back and look at it. And again, you don't have to use a makeup brush for whatever it says it's for. I am just doing that today because I'm testing it, so I want to use it for what it's intended for. But you certainly don't have to. Like, this might be really good for, like, a cream highlight, a blinding highlight to just apply, like, right there. I think that would be really good for that. So, not at this time going to use any more product because I'm just trying to buff this out a little bit since that brush was a little stiffer than I thought it was going to be. This brush is actually pretty stiff, too, but it's going to be bomb for blending. So I'm going to use this a couple times because I really like the way it buffs out and I really like the way it blends. So I mean, that was fat. This brush, I like this brush. $3. I mean, what? It's $3. All right, guys. So because it is crease time, I'm now going to go with the Jaclyn Hill by Morphe JH35 brush because it literally says upper crease brush. So, oh, I forgot to mention this earlier, but I have to show y'all this. It says on the back, life's too short not to own bomb brushes, XO Jaclyn Hill. I agree. I want to like her so bad. Like, Jaclyn Hill seems like somebody I would want to hang out with. Like, and I think that's her appeal. So this crease brush retails for $8, and it's on sale right now on the website for $4. I literally checked all the prices before I came on here to make sure that they were accurate. Now, I don't know how long they're going to be that price, but they are on sale for $4 right now. And again, this is a really well-made. Aesthetically, I haven't used it yet, obviously, but aesthetically, this brush is beautiful. So I'm going to go with crease color. I think I'm going to go with this one for a crease color. And they didn't have names back then. I don't know if they do now or not, but they didn't have names back then. So pick up a little bit on the brush here. Can this replace my NYX crease brush is the question, because that NYX crease brush, I use that every time I do my makeup. It's so good. Something I noticed about this brush, it almost acts like a dual fiber brush. See how it's white? It's like it's keeping the eyeshadow in the top. Just interesting. Oh, I like it. Okay, I like it. It picks up a good bit of product, and maybe I dabbed a lot on there, but oh, I like this brush. This is a good brush. My NYX brush may need to be a little scared because this is a good crease brush. It gets right in the socket. If you can't see, it gets right in the socket. It goes right where you want it. Maybe that's why it acts like a dual fiber brush, because it is putting it exactly where I wanted it to go. Like, it's really, because I'm going to use, I want to try I'm going to be honest with y'all. I could probably buff it out with this brush, but I want to use all of them. So I'm going to try the buffer brush that I got from Ulta. I don't know where it is. So this is not one of the Jaclyn Hill ones. This was actually a whole separate purchase. This is the Tiny Crease Blender brush. It is an M562. It's black, so it's a little different than the Jaclyn, so I want to review these too. I have bought Morphe brushes, and I usually do buy them at Ulta. I mean, people say a lot of stuff about Morphe. I love every Morphe brush I bought from them. I do have one that sheds a good bit, but I mean, it was like $3, so why would I be mad about that? So this Tiny Crease Blender brush I think would be perfect for what I need to do right now. It was on sale for $6. Well, they retail for $6, but the sale was a buy one, get one free. So I got this one for free because I bought the other one. So $6 isn't a bad price for this. Free is better. Free is just better. But you guys have to keep an eye on my Instagram for the deals of the day, because this was a deal of the day on Instagram that you could have gotten if you had seen what was going on. Okay, this one isn't doing too much, I have to say. Not that it's not a bad brush. It's just not, to me, really doing anything. It's just like, I mean, it's blending it out now, but it just, I mean, it took a while. So I have just applied the Milk eye pencil, eyeshadow pencil, whatever one I use every time I carve out my lid. And I am going to now use the JH53 Faux Chisel brush. Faux Chisel. See, that's what I mean. Like, that's funny. Like, that's funny. I can't even hate on that. That's hilarious. Oh, this brush, this is a nice brush. This is a really nice brush that I feel like you could use many different ways. Like, it's nice. So let me get you some price points on it. So the JH53 retails for $7 and it's on sale currently right now for $3 on morphebrushes.com. So that's not $7 for this brush in itself is that's a good deal just right off the bat. Yeah, it's not packed enough for this. I mean, it's doing it, but it's not doing it as well as I wanted it to. Now for the brow highlight, yeah, I knew that. For doing the brow, it worked a lot better. It's just not packed enough for that. I want y'all saying that it's not doing its job because that's not necessarily its job. I just thought looking at it that it would have helped with that. But for this, I'm going to try to apply eyeshadow with it and see what it does. Not this one. So I'm going to go in with, let's actually go with maybe this. Nope. I'm going to go with this color, this like terracotta brownie color. This is pretty good for eyeshadow. I'd say matte. I don't think it'll be good for glitter. But for matte, it does pretty well. Like, this eye came out really good. The other eye's a little more, not quite as pigmented, but it picked up a good bit. Oh, it's shedding a little bit already, though. I didn't wash them, though, so maybe that's why. And I'm not telling you guys don't wash your brushes before you use them. I just didn't tonight. Yeah, it looks, so, I mean, so far, the look looks good so far, and I've just used these brushes. Okay, guys, so I actually wound up using my finger to apply this glitter. The one I use in almost every video I shoot, I use that Bogachet brush to blend it, to just push it into the corner. And then I'm going to now use this eyeshadow eye buffer brush to attempt to kind of blend a little more the lid. Because that matte, oh wait, this plastic. Always keep, guys, if you don't do this, always keep these papers as long as you can because they just keep your brush shaped. And also these are white and I'm going to put them in the cup with the rest of them. So as you're using makeup and dropping stuff off and dropping stuff off and dropping stuff off, it'll eventually start to dirty this beautiful white brush. So I'm going to keep these in here if I can. So this again is the JH36 eye buffer brush and it retails for $6 and it is currently on sale for $3. Not a bad deal. I'm sorry if I keep not looking at the camera. I keep looking at the Christmas tree in the background, which is why I put it there so I would have it for when I shoot. So I'm just going to try to blend this a little bit. Ew, I don't like this. I don't like it for this. I don't know if it's going to be bad all around, but I don't like it for this at all. Oh, well, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. I did have to use the NYX glitter glue. So it's not only trying to blend. No, it did it. It did it. It didn't feel good in the hand. It felt like it wasn't touching it properly. But after I'm looking at it, it looks good. It does look good. I can't deny that it looks good. So I'm actually going to hold on to this for a second because I want to use it. I want to see if I can blend it. Wait, let me see if there's another one. I'm going to use the upper crease brush. I'm not going to let this one get too far though. I like this brush. I think I can use it for some other stuff. So, hold on a tick. So this brush is meant to be an inner corner highlight brush. It is the JH, what is it? And she puts they put all the information on the back. So it's the JH39 inner corner highlight brush. It has the sleeve on it again. Looking at it, you guys, I want to try to use this actually as a contour, just to apply my contour right here. It retails for $6, so full price is $6, and on sale it was $3. So again, original prices on Morphe are like insane, like they're really cheap. Now I don't know if that means the brushes themselves are cheap. It's really inexpensive, I should say, not cheap. I'm not going to judge it on that because of the fact that that's not what it's meant for, but I'm going to use this like raisin color. It picks up a good bit though, so it might work fine for that. And it's really like skinny and really fine, so I'm I'm hoping that it's going to just put just the right, yeah, it's good for that. Okay. Yeah, do y'all see that? It's going right where I need it to go. I have to put a little more. Oh, this is so good for contour. This is good. That's good for contour. That's really good for contour. Let me get a little more here just so I can see what it looks like. It looks really good. Cool. Guys, I really like this as a contour brush. I mean, it put that contour exactly where I wanted it. So now she's going to go back with the eye buffer brush that I just used. Now this one again is the same brush I just used. And I just want to use that brush to buff this into my crease a little bit. I'm going to take that Morphe, they're all Morphe. The buffer brush I had earlier, the upper crease blender I did earlier that I got from Ulta. I just want to try that a little bit too, because that's literally what it's made for. It is supposed to be a crease blender. Yeah, so this little one is really good for really detailed blending, but it's not good for over like big blending. Like you want to use this for teeny tiny little things. So far with the eyes, so good. I'm gonna go and prep my skin because it's time to get to that. Okay guys, really quickly before I do go into my face makeup, I just realized I never did an eyebrow highlight. So I'm gonna go in, right? All I did was take a little bit of this onto there and just applied it right to that brow bone, just so I could get that brow bone highlight. So that's the eye look. I was gonna blend it, but I actually kind of like the way it looks. Okay, y'all, so I am back. My little Lulu is here. I don't know where he is. Louie. Anyway, so I am color corrected. My face is primed. So now it is time to apply my foundation. And for foundation today, I'm going to be using one of my favorite foundations. I'm working on the diamond list right now for 2020. This is definitely on it. It is the Too Faced Do You Full Coverage Fresh Glow Foundation. This is not about the foundation though. This is about the foundation brush. So this one is the JH03 and it is called the Ride or Die foundation brush. And this is what it looks like. It's gorgeous. Let me get y'all price points. Retails for $15 and it is currently on sale right now on the website for $7. So that's more than half off. And I mean, just looking at it right now, it looks beautiful. About to open it and feel on it and see what's going on. All of these, I don't know what I'm going to do with all these bags, but I know I'm not the jewelry. It would be nice to carry jewelry in these bags, like where you don't want them to touch each other. But anyway, and good thick foundation brush. I honestly, mostly now, I apply foundation with a sponge. But for years, I only used brushes to apply my foundation. So I'm excited to see what this one does. Maybe this can send me back because it's like a really good size kabuki brush. I will say this, and this is something I think a lot of people don't notice, but I really, really like the handle of it. It's thick. It sits really well in the hand because when you're doing foundation, you're going to be, you know, really, really getting into it. And I actually took my earrings off because of that. Because the way I apply foundation is so like Fast and Furious. I took it off. I took my earrings off because I'm always knocking them around because I like big, huge earrings. So the way I'm going to apply this for this brush, it feels really soft to apply foundation with. Anyway, this is the Japanese brush. This is what I'm more used to. You see how it's shorter and like denser. The fibers look really similar, but like it's like denser than this one. This one has way more give to it. So we'll see what's up with that. I'm going to apply the way I usually apply foundation on a brush, which is I don't apply the foundation straight to the brush. Maybe I should, but I don't. I instead use my finger to apply the 5 dots and then I blend it with the brush. So that's what I'm going to do. Now I have seen people apply it straight to a brush. Whatever you decide to do is up to you. I never did that. I feel like too much product gets stuck on the brush itself. So I'm not going to do that. I'm going to instead just apply a pump to my hand. Okay, so I'm just going to start swirling it around. Okay, I was a little concerned because I color corrected already, but maybe it not being that dense is stopping it from moving stuff around that I already put on, because that's something that is one of the reasons I stopped using foundation brushes, because I found it would just go back and take stuff off again, instead of like where I use a sponge and you just bounce it into your skin. A foundation brush, you are moving the foundation around, you know, to blend it. It blends well though, I will say that. Maybe something I would suggest for this is maybe applying it with a sponge first and then going back with this to blend it, because it's not getting in the corners I needed to. It's more of a wider bristles, I guess. Oh, something else I did that I don't think I mentioned, I did foundation brush. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. It did shuffle around some of my color correct concealer. It gives a pretty like seamless finish. It doesn't look heavy. Just buffing that back into my hairline a little bit. And yeah, it's pretty. It blends it pretty well. It does again leave kind of a seamless look. I think it looks really pretty. It's good. It's different. I like this more as a foundation buffer brush. I don't know if I use it to apply foundation, but I would definitely use it to buff it out. Like maybe, like I said before, putting your foundation on with a sponge and then coming back and kind of buffing that out. So that's how I feel about that. I am back. I am baking. I wanted to review 2 other brushes now. So the first one I want to do is this blush brush, tapered blush brush that I ordered. So this one was part of the buy one get one free that I showed you guys earlier with the upper crease blender brush. So this one was the one I paid for. It was $7, and then I got the other one for free. So that was at Ulta, I think. I don't even remember when. It's so long ago. But anyway, so that's what this is. So I want to try this out now. So I'm going to try this new thing I've been seeing all over where people are applying. Oh, this feels really good. Really good. Might be a good highlighter brush, actually. I always take blush brushes and use them as highlighter brushes. I don't know why. But, yeah, I don't know. So I'm going to use the NARS Orgasm Blush real quick here. A mini little sample I got for my birthday one year from Ulta. And I'm going to just dab it. Okay, it doesn't pick up a lot, which is good because I don't like a lot of blush. I'm going to try to put a little further back than I usually do. So I'm putting it all the way back here. I'm not really seeing the blush. Oh, I'm seeing it. Okay, yeah. Okay, yeah, it does apply good because it gives a really good amount of blush. Blush brush, I like the tapered blush brush. Again, like I said earlier, I would like to use it for a highlighter. The dome shape for me is always really good for highlighter. I actually did that with a Japanese blush brush too. When I got it, it was a blush brush, but as soon as I picked it up, I was like, I'm going to use this for highlighter because it just looks like it's going to be good for highlighter. I need to go back to this inner highlight brush I used, inner corner highlight brush I used way earlier, this one right here. I want to use that to apply my inner corner eye highlight now that the rest of my face is pretty much done. So I'm going to go back and use this same pretty color here, this same like rosy gold color. I'm going to take a little bit on the brush. Let's see. Oh, it picked up a lot. Good. I mean, the shape of it is like perfect for that. You could tell, like I said before, if Jaclyn Hill, I always have doubts of how much collaborators actually get to do. But if Jaclyn Hill did have anything to do with the actual making of this, this collection, you could tell that it was from somebody who literally did makeup for a living. Very good. So next I want to try the My Everything brush because My Everything brush, it definitely doesn't give specifics. It's like supposed to be like a Jackie of all trades brush where you can use it to do anything. So I want to try to use it to take my bake off. This is again the JH06 brush, the My Everything brush. I love to, and I know I said this again, but I love the stamped JH in the silver on each one of them. This will be good for this. Okay, so this would be good for blinding highlights too. I'm going to use the Best Light brush later. The My Everything brush, it retails for $14. It is on sale right now at morphebrushes.com for $7. So, oh, this is really good for this. Okay. Just using this. Uh-oh, my contour isn't blended out on the bottom. That's okay because I have a brush to try for that. But since I baked already, it might not move. But, so just using this brush to just brush off the bake and to blend what's left of the bake onto my face. Okay, it's really good for that. I can see why this is going to be a multitasker. I could see you applying bronzer with this. You know, I can see you applying highlighter with this straight at the top. I feel like this one could get a lot of stuff. I like that it's not tied to any one thing because people that don't do makeup like to have something for each part. They don't want to have to figure it out. So making it where it's this universal thing, which is actually the next brush I'm going to try, making it where it's this universal brush, it really will stop some people from trying to fit it into one job when it could really do a bunch of jobs, you know? So I like this one. Okay, guys, we're finally coming down to the end. I feel like I haven't used this many new brushes in one sitting since I did my Japanese So New September, like a couple years ago. I feel like this is similar to that. Oh, I did that NYX one too. I'm going to put a card for the Japanese brush review right here. And then I'm going to put one for the NYX brushes here. I have a couple for NYX brushes, so I'll put them, just keep your eye up here for the other two codes. So this is the JH33 Universal Blender Brush. And again, that's another one that is going to be, you can use it to blend anything. So I like that idea. It's pretty small. I think it would be really good to do bronzer and highlight like on the nose, like those little places where you need to get to. So I'm going to come back and use it for that too. But I want to use it to try to blend out some of these lines from this bake. Because sometimes when you leave your bake sit too long, it'll like over bake and like you can't move it again. I don't know, like you can't move what's under it again. So this Universal Blender brush was $8. They retail for $8 and they are currently right now online $4. Put that down there. And I'm just going to use this brush to try to get like where my contour didn't blend out. My cream contour didn't blend out. Oh, it blended it. Y'all, I don't know how that happened. I just knew it was not going to work and it did it. That's crazy. Let me try to get this big line. Yeah. Oh, this is good. It's like a magic eraser. Like wherever you have lines. Yeah, that looks so good. So good. Okay. I like that one, Jaclyn. This one is good. This one is good because it's allowing me to, like I said, go back and erase whatever's not where I want it to be. So this is my face so far, y'all. It's coming out surprisingly good. I am going to do my last brush, which I'm excited about because that was a lot of brushes. I'm not gonna lie. Like, it is now like 2 in the morning here and I started at like 11. But you know, I haven't done this in so long, so I really wanted to do something. So I'm going to use the contour powder kit from Anastasia Beverly Hills. This is the medium to tan variety. So this is the Best Light brush, and I'm assuming it's used for like highlights and contours because your best light, like to get your angles and everything, and just the way it's shaped, that's what it looks like. So this is the JH14 Best Light brush. And this is actually, out of all of them, the most expensive brush, clocking in at $20. And it's on sale right now for $10. So the case itself was on sale. The whole set was on sale for $20. It's sold out right now, though. It's not on the website anymore, but that's how much it was at the time that I got this. And this brush by itself retails for $20. I think I want to do my highlight first, just in case there's some residual on there. I'd rather have a little bit of highlight on my bronzer instead of having a little bit of bronzer on my highlight. And I'm hoping I can use this brush for both because that's something that gets annoying when you're getting ready, having to keep going back and find another one and find another one and find another one. So let's see. So I'm going to dip into 14 karat gold with this brush. It is really, really soft, y'all, like really soft. So let's see. Let's see what's up. Okay, I'm kind of nervous for some reason. Oh, it's showing up in the monitor. In the viewfinder. I don't know why it's not showing up so much. With the light on it, you can definitely see that glowy. Okay. Gonna do it again here. Yep. Looks good, y'all. Looks really good. So, yeah. Which 14K, 24K is what it's called. 24K is really a good highlighter. So, I mean, I don't know a brush that wouldn't do well with 24K. Looks good. Okay, so let's try it as a bronzer now. A bronzer brush. Tap, tap, tap. Tap, tap, tap. Tap your brushes. And I'm just going to go here in the middle. I cannot remember what all these are called either, y'all. So I apologize. But, I mean, it's been quite some time. They're on the sleeve part. But it's not a tutorial. It is fantastic for a bronzer. Y'all see that? That bronzing shade, that bronzer is... Ow! Hit myself right smack in the eye with that. That's okay, though. Beauty is pain, girl. Beauty is pain. Yeah, because after my bake, I guess I baked too long because I was looking kind of pale. And this definitely is warming that complexion right back up again. So, very good. Now, real quick for my nose contour, I want to go back with that Universal Blending Brush, which is what is that? The Universal Blending Brush is the JH33. Okay, so I'm going to go with the JH33 real quick just to apply my contour and highlight on my nose because that's a little more, detailed. Oh, I forgot there's no mirror. So let's do this one. I think I actually already passed my blinding highlight with that other brush, but I'm a firm believer that you can never have too much blinding highlight. That looks good, y'all. This is okay. Okay. Okay, I see you. I hear what you're saying, and I respect it. Contour real quick on the sides of the nose. I kind of took a good bit. I don't want, like, to look crazy, so I'll be a little lighter with that one. Okay, here we go. It's kind of harsh, so I'm going to blend this out a little bit more because I feel like it's just, feel like it's harsh. Maybe it's getting too late. I'm getting crazy. It's the crazy hour now for me, I guess. Okay, I'm just trying to blend out that like line right there on my nose. I don't want that there. So. Yeah, see, it's too much in on this side. I mean, it definitely made, it looks like I have a nose job. Like, it definitely made it a little more angular. Let me actually, I don't feel like this is taking off as much as I want to, so I'm going to go back with the Best Light brush. I'm not applying with the Best Light brush. I just want to kind of blend out a little more with the Best Light brush, which is this one, right? The 14. Okay. I like these brushes, y'all. I like all of them. Okay, so it looks really good. Okay, guys, so my look is completely done now. So I want to talk about these brushes. So let's talk some numbers first. So these brushes came in 2 separate sets. It was called All the Glam and All the Blends, which the sets themselves are no longer available on Morphe. They each came with this beautiful makeup case. So I had 2 of them. I gave one to my mom. But they each came in this gorgeous makeup bag. So this is the Master Large Bag, and it retails for just $12, which is really good for a makeup bag. And again, let me show y'all again. It's got the little Morphe tab right here. So the details are on the other one side. It says Jaclyn Hill stamped in, and the other side it says Morphe, which again, just the detail in that is really, really nice. And then inside of it, it's just got this black like satin lining, and then all the brushes were in it like this. So each brush came with its own individual little bag like this. I'm going to keep these to travel with. I think they'd be good to carry jewelry in because they're like resealable right here. See? And then you can like double zip it. So these are, each one of these came, so their packaging for this collection was insane. They're all, each brush looks like this. I just want to run over everything with you guys real quick before I get into it. So every brush from the Jaclyn collection, the Morphe Jaclyn collection, the Master collection, they are all white like this. They all have JH stamped at the top with Morphe by Jaclyn. And then it says JH03. By the way, everyone that says like whatever the brand is, X Morphe, it doesn't mean X. It's not X. It's like when you multiply like 2 by 2, that's what the X is by. So Jaclyn Hill by Morphe, Morphe by Jaclyn Hill, that kind of situation. Everyone always says that, and that drives me crazy. The only 2 that weren't part of that collection were these 2, which I actually bought myself, that I got on sale at Ulta. It was buy one, get one free. So I bought this one. I got this one free. Now that we have all of that stuff down about the looks and everything, I love the packaging. I want to talk prices really quickly. So all of this stuff together with each of the brushes and the 2 makeup bags in total, they should have been, all of this should have been $134 for everything, which again, I got, let me count them up because I can't even remember how many. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 brushes, 2 makeup bags, and it came to $134. That is a good deal on its own, especially because most of these brushes, I really like the packaging of it alone should be worth more than that for all of those brushes. $134 is a really good deal for that. Considering that brands are selling brushes for $500 and, you know, $300, like some of these influencer brands. I'll try to put some little screenshots in here for how much some of these brushes are costing, and it's insane. And I'm not saying they're not better or worse, but those brushes were pretty good. So, yeah, so that was the price it should have been, but with everything on sale, with the price that they currently are right now on MorpheBrushes.com, would have came to $66. And that again is including the 2 makeup bags. So really, really good deals. Now on to what I think about the brushes. There were a couple that were weaker than others, But as a whole, all of these brushes were really good. They're beautiful. They look gorgeous. Again, I don't think you should ever, unless you're kind of new to makeup, I don't think you should set yourself up to go with like literally just what the brush says on it. Like if it says it's a crease brush, it doesn't mean you literally just have to use it on the crease. You might find yourself using it for other things. Like I always find blush brushes are good to apply highlight. I don't know why that is, but I just always found that. So the brushes as a whole, I have to give them a 5 out of 5. Y'all know I have a love-hate relationship with influencer brands and influencer collabs, but I've watched Jaclyn Hill for a while now, and regardless of drama and like your opinion on her, I truly have always felt that she really, really loves makeup, and I think it kind of shows in her collection. Morphe has really hits or misses with their influencer collaborations and collections, but those Jaclyn Hill brushes, I haven't used any of the makeup, but the brushes, the bag, the aesthetic, amazing. And the other two that I got, I just did a Donald Trump. Amazing. It was amazing. Record that because you won't see that anymore. Fresh start. But anyway, I really like the brushes. I really love the bag. I gave my mom the other makeup bag that I got because I had two and she's always after free things. So I gave her one of the bags. But like this bag, you're going to start seeing it in the background because I'm going to leave it on my vanity because I just think it is so pretty. And it's glitter, but it's flat. Like when you touch it, it's flat. It's like glitter, but it's coated with something else so that the glitter won't fall off. It matches my Christmas tree. I just really, really like it. So for sure, this collection, all of the brushes I tried today as a whole gets 5 out of 5 diamonds. Again, love the affordability. Love that they're available at Ulta. Keep your eyes on my Instagram page because they go on sale a lot. As a matter of fact, let me go ahead and wrap that up now. So all of these were deals of the day, and Morphe will be featured on deals of the day whenever they have good sales. I am going to feature them up there. So you might want to follow my Instagram because that comes out every day, Monday through Thursday. This week, it was a little bit slow, but I'm actually still having a little bit of congestion. I was super sick this week, as I mentioned earlier, so I didn't get to post. I didn't even know what day it was most of the time. But yeah, so keep your eyes on that because there's always good deals on there. And then my Twitter page is where I talk about music and politics and just opinions and just movies, whatever I feel like really goes on my Twitter. So you can check that out here. Other than that, thank you guys so much for watching. Please subscribe, like the video. Thank you to all of my 100, and at the time I'm shooting this, 15 subscribers. I don't know why I still have like 90-something% of my views are coming from people that are not subscribed. I don't really get that. But if you have any questions, comments, or opinions, please leave them in the comment section below, or you can hit me up on any social media, which is always the last slide. Guys, I know I've talked about this a lot. I know y'all are tired of hearing this. But after the scare I had this week, please be careful out there. Wear your mask, please. Stay home, stay isolated. Don't go around large groups of people. The case numbers are just insane right now. And careful because that was, I'm not gonna lie, that was really scary. Also, last thing, this sweatshirt from Pretty Little Thing, as you can see right here, will be listed below the description. And I'm also gonna put a link for it on the blog post. So again, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. You want to get glam? Come over here and get glam with Marty. Bye.